So happy Christmas Eve. I hope everyone has a good holiday season. I'll be glad when it's over. Inasmuch as I wear all this Christmas get up and have like little mini Christmas trees and things, there were so many years that I absolutely hated Christmas. And that was because of my father. And because he acted like an absolute ass every single Christmas till the point it got emotionally draining. Complained about everything. Didn't do any effort, then shame on you. If you did do some effort to like host a Christmas party, wasn't good enough. Didn't want to take the kids for Santa pictures or any of that Christmas stuff. Didn't want to buy presents. Pouted when we did have like Thanksgiving or Christmas at our house. He'd spend the day napping or watching football or something on television while letting all the women run around and do all the work. So it got to the point where I just dreaded it because I knew I was going to end up being the cook and the maid every single holiday without anybody else ever volunteering to do it, other than my mother and myself and all the women in the family. So that's why I hated Christmas for so long. But that's not really the point of this entirely, even though I said in my last video I was going to talk about why I used to hate Christmas. I want to talk about the year 2025 and what I am not doing in the year 2025. One thing, I'm not holding my tongue anymore. If anybody wants to talk crap politics or somebody wants to talk about, interrupt me, butt in when I'm telling a story, guess what? I don't care how old you are, I am not holding back. I don't care. Second thing I'm not doing is I am not attending any 4th of July parties. Didn't want to last year. I want to stay home on 4th of July because I don't feel particularly patriotic or hopeful about the direction this country is going. And I haven't in years, but now it's exponentially worse. Also not going to Thanksgiving. James and I are going out of town. Don't bring us any spare food. Don't want it. Most importantly, I don't know when, if ever, I'm going back to Alabama. Because why would I go to that state that's one of the poorest states? They're like literally 40%, 46% of the maternity care and the childbirth is covered by Medicaid, which Project 2025 wants to cut. What are you going to do? How many people are on disability and how many people are on Medicare due to aging out of working that Project 2025 wants to cut? But all you guys care about in Alabama are the price of eggs, which I personally just think is the safe thing to say when you actually want to say that you hate LGBTQ and you hate immigrants and you hate POC and you hate women that don't want to have children and you hate single mothers. You hate people addicted to drugs. You hate programs trying to help people addicted to drugs. You hate homeless people. All under the guise of, oh, come to my house and I'll feed you 15 pounds of food. I don't want 15 pounds of food. I don't want to come home for Christmas. I don't want to come home for Easter. I don't want to go spend 2 weeks at the summer retreat. I don't want to do any of that. The closest I'm probably going to get to coming to Alabama is probably going to Atlanta, Georgia, or New Orleans. And then if somebody wants to see me, their flesh and blood, they can go there. I am not coming to them. I would fly home to Alabama and It takes approximately 7 hours just of flying time in total, plus how many hours of layover in the airports. An entire vacation day to get to Alabama, and an entire vacation day to get back to Washington State. Grueling travel in a tin can airplane, in a tin can seat. To everybody wants me to get in a damn rental car and drive to them instead of them driving to some central city to talk to me for an hour at a restaurant because they have to work yesterday and they have to work tomorrow and they have to take care of so and so and their cat and their dog and every excuse in the dang world. You really don't want to see me. So why do you care if I'm not going to show up? Except just to be artificially outraged because I came up here to the Northwest and became a Yankee, even though Washington State wasn't a state and wasn't in the Civil War, so they weren't Yankees. Tomorrow we're going to go out to Anderson Island and hang out there, and then I think I'm going to start getting on a serious train to publish the conscript. We'll get it all cleaned up and get the cover art. I want to actually publish it on Martin Luther King / Inauguration Day. Said that before in the video. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good Christmas and, hope your family don't drive you nuts. If they start talking about politics, tell them to drop the subject. Or start singing some terrible song like Funk Soul Brother by Fatboy Slim, and then they'll forget about politics because that'll be stuck in their head forever. Have a good one.